tripping hither, nobody knows why or whither.
Since our queen banished Iolanthe, fair revels have not been what they were.
Iolanthe was the life and soul of fairyland. She wrote all our songs and arranged all her dances. Now we sing her songs and we trip her measures. Oh, but we don't enjoy ourselves.
To think 25 years had elapsed since she was banished.
Whatever could she have done to deserve so terrible a punishment?
Something awful. Oh. She married a mortal.
Oh? Is it
injudicious to marry a mortal?
Injudicious? Why, it strikes the whole root of our fairy system. By our laws, any fairy who marries a mortal dies.
Whoa, Iolanthe didn't die.
No, because your queen, who loved her with a surpassing love, commuted her sentence to penal servitude for life, on the condition that she left her husband and never communicated with him again.
Oh, and that penal servitude, she's serving out now on her head at the bottom of that stream.
Yes, but when I banished her, I gave her all the pleasant places of the earth to choose from. I never intended that she should go and live at the bottom of a stream. It makes me perfectly wretched to think of the discomfort she must have undergone.
Think of the damp. Oh. Her chest was always so delicate.
And the frogs! Oh. I never shall know any peace of mind until I know why Iolanthe went to live among the frogs.
Well then, why not summon her and ask her?
Why? Because if I set eyes on her, I should forgive her at once.
Oh, well then why not forgive her? 25 years. It's a long time.
Think how we loved her.
Loved her? What was your love to mine? Why, she was invaluable to me. Who taught me to curl myself inside a buttercup? Iolanthe. Oh. Who taught me to swing upon a cobweb? Iolanthe. Oh. Who taught me to dive into a dewdrop, to nestle in a nutshell, to gamble upon gossamer? Iolanthe.
She certainly did surprising things.
Oh, give her back to us, great queen.
For your sake, if not ours.
Oh, I should be strong, but I am weak. I should be marble, but I am clay. Well, her punishment has been heavier than I intended, and, well, it shall be as you wish. It shall be as you wish. From thy dark exile, thou art so
And he half a fairy?
He's a fairy down to the waist, but his legs are mortal.
Dear me.
I don't suppose that I am more curious than other people, but I confess I should like to meet a person who is fairly down to the waist, but whose legs are mortal. Well, nothing easier, for here he comes.
Good morrow, good morrow. Good morrow, good morrow. My soul means overlove. Pray banish your sorrow. With joy beyond telling, my bosom is swelling. So joy in a measure express with pleasure. For I'm to be married today, today. Yes, I'm to be married today.
Yes, he's to be married today, today. Yes, he's to be married today.
Then the Lord Chancellor has at last given his consent for your marriage to the beautiful ward Phyllis.
Not he indeed. To all my tearful prayers he answers me, a shepherd lad is no fit helpmate for a ward of chancery. I stood in court, and there I sung him songs of Arcady, with flageolet accompaniment, in vain. At first he seemed amused, so did the bar, but quickly wearying of my song and pipe, bade me get out. A servile usher then, in crumpled bands and rusty bombazine, led me, still singing, into Chancery Lane. I'll go no more. I'll marry her today and brave the upshot, be it what it may.
Oh, Strephon, rejoice with me, for my queen has pardoned me.
Pardoned you? Mother, this is good news indeed.
And these are my beloved siblings.
Your siblings? Then they're my family.
A pleasant piece of news for your bride on her wedding day.
Oh, hush. My bride knows nothing of my fairyhood. I dare not tell her lest it frighten her. She thinks me mortal and prefers me so.
Your fairyhood doesn't seem to have done you much good.
Much good? My dear aunt, it's the curse of my existence. What's the use in being half a fairy? My body can creep through a keyhole, but what's the good of that when my legs are left hidden behind? I can make myself invisible, down to the waist, but what's the use in that when my legs remain exposed to view? My brain is a fairy brain, but from the waist downwards I'm a gibbering idiot. My upper half is immortal, but my lower half grows older every day, and someday or other must die of old age. What's to become of my upper half when I've buried my lower half? I really don't know.
We see your difficulty, but with a fairy brain you should seek an intellectual sphere of action. Let me see. I have a borough or two at my disposal. Would you like to go into Parliament? Ooh, a fairy member? That would be delightful.
I'm afraid I should do no good there. You see, down to the waist, I am a Tory of the most determined description, but my legs are a couple of confounded radicals, and upon a division, they'd be sure to lead me into the wrong lobby. You see, they're 2 to 1, which is a strong working majority.
Don't let that distress you. You shall return as a liberal conservative, and your legs shall be our peculiar care.
I see your majesty does not do things by halves.
No, we are fairies down to the feet. Very well attractive stranger.
Very well attractive stranger.
Shouldst thou be in doubt or danger, peril or perplexity, call us and we'll come to thee.
I call us and will come
to be made happy forever, or we're to be married. It's the same thing. Suppose it is.
Oh, but Strephon, I tremble at the step I'm taking. I believe it's penal servitude for life to marry a ward of court without the Lord Chancellor's consent. I'll be of age in 2 years. Don't you think you could wait 2 years?
2 years? Have you ever looked in the glass?
No, never.
Here, look at that, and tell me if you think it reasonable for me to wait 2 years.
Oh no, you're quite right. One must be reasonable.
Besides, who knows what might happen in 2 years? Why, you could fall in love with the Lord Chancellor himself in that time.
Yes, he's a clean old gentleman.
As it is, half the House of Lords are already sighing at your feet.
The House of Lords is certainly extremely attentive.
Attentive? I should think they were. Why did 25 Liberal peers come down to shoot over your grass plot? It couldn't have been the sparrows. Why did 25 Conservative peers come down to fish in your pond? Don't tell me it was the goldfish. No, delays are dangerous, and if we're to marry, the sooner the better.
crosses, bow, bow, ye trains with body crosses, blow the trumpets, bang the brasses, tan, tan, ta-ra, sing, sing, tan, tan, ta-ra, sing, sing, tan, tan, ta-ra, sing, sing, blow, blow the trumpets, bang the brasses, blow, blow the trumpets, bang the brasses, blow, blow the trumpets, blow, blow the trumpets, tan, 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 tan,
constitutional guardian I of pretty young wards in Chancellor, all very agreeable call,
And none are over the age of 21.
A pleasant occupation for my rather susceptible Chancellor.
Nevertheless, can't be denied that it has its inconvenient side. For I'm not so old and I'm not so plain, and I'm quite prepared to marry again. But there'd be the deuce to pay in the Lords if I fell in love with one of my wards. Such a susceptible Chancellor.
Which is exasperating for he's such a susceptible Chancellor.
Everyone who's married or born must comfortably be for my court. And yes, my court, I sit all day, giving agreeable girls away. With one for him and one for he, and one for thou and one for thee, and one for you and one for ye. But never, oh never, a one for me. Father tried, I never got I'm such a susceptible Chancellor.
Whose father tries his temper for he's such a susceptible Chancellor.
And now, my lords, to the business of the day.
By all means. Phyllis, who is a ward of court, has so powerfully affected your lordships that you have appealed to me in a body to give her to whichever one of you she may think it proper to select. And a noble lord has just gone to her cottage to request her immediate attendance. It would be idle to deny that I myself am singularly attracted to this young person. My regard for her is rapidly undermining my constitution. 3 months ago, I was a stout man. I need say no more. Would that I could reconcile it with my conscience, I should unhesitatingly award her to myself, for I know of no man so well fitted to render her exceptionally happy.
Hear!
But such an award would be open to misconstruction, and therefore, at whatever personal cost, I waive my claim.
My lords, on behalf of this house, I'd like to express our sincerest sympathies with your lordship's most painful position.
I thank your lordships. The feelings of a Lord Chancellor in love with a ward of court are not to be envied. What is his position? Can he give his own consent to his own marriage with his own ward? Can he marry his own ward without his own consent? And if he marry his own ward without his own consent, can he commit himself for contempt of his own court? And if he commit himself for contempt of his own court, can he appear by counsel before himself to move for arrest of his own judgment? Ah, my lords, it is indeed painful to have to sit upon a woolsack stuffed with such thorns as these.
My lordship, you'll be most pleased to know that I have succeeded in inducing the young person to present herself at the bar of this house.
Oh, rapture, how beautiful, how gentle, how beautiful.
a definite command.
'Tis I, young Strephon, mind this priceless treasure. Against the world, I claim my darling's hand. A shepherd I,
A shepherd he,
a shepherd I,
a hawker he,
betrothed are we,
betrothed are they,
meet to be.
espoused today. A shepherd he, a hawker he, a shepherd he, a hawker he, betrothed are they, we meet to be espoused today.
Beneath this glow was that dagger, though we momentarily stagger in each heart. Proudly, innately, let's depart, dignified and stately.
Let's depart, dignified and stately,
Dignified and stately,
dignified and stately,
dignified and stately.
Dignified and stately.
dignified and stately.
Now, sir, what excuse have you to offer for having disobeyed a direct order of the Court of Chancery?
My lord, I know no courts of chancery. I go by nature's acts of parliament. The breeze, the bees, the seas, the brooks, the gales, the vales, the mountains, and the mountains cry, "You love this maiden! Take her! We command you!" 'Tis writ in heaven by the bright barbed dart that leaps forth into lurid light from each great thundercloud. The very rain pours forth her sad and sodden sympathy. When chorus nature bids me take my love, shall I reply, "Nay, but a certain Chancellor forbids it"? Sir, you are England's Lord High Chancellor, but you Chancellor of birds and trees, King of the winds and Prince of thunderclouds? No.
It's a nice point. I don't know that I ever met it before. But my trouble is, sir, is that at present there's no evidence before the court that chorus nature has interested herself in the matter.
No evidence! You have my word for it! I tell you, she bid me take my love.
Ah, but my good sir, you mustn't tell us what she told you. It's not evidence. Now, an affidavit from a thunderstorm or a few words on oath from a heavy shower would meet with all the attention they rightfully deserve.
And do you have the heart to apply the prosaic rules of evidence onto a case which bubbles forth with poetic emotion?
Distinctly. I have always kept my duty strictly before my eyes, and it is to that fact I owe my present distinguished position. When I went to the bar as a very young man, said I to myself, said I, I'll work on a new and original plan. Said I to myself, said I, I'll never assume that because his attorney said I, said I to myself, said I, yeah! And I go other professions in which men engage, said I to myself, said I, the army, the navy, the church, and the stage. Said I to myself, said I, professional license if carried too far, your chance of promotion will certainly mar, and I fancy the same might apply to the bar. Said I to myself, said I.
you I give my heart so rich,
To which
I do not care. To you I yield, it is my love.
To whom?
I'm not aware. I'm not alive in your majesty.
She's
That's your affair. Now me, I'm past to show my love.
Of what?
I do not care.
Can-eyed active, see my fortunes fade. No,
Ho, ho!
no, no,
Ho, ho!
mighty protectress, hasten to my aid.
Tripping hither, tripping thither, nobody knows why or whither. Why you want us, we don't know, but you summoned us, and so enter all the little fairies to their usual tripping measure. To oblige you all our prayers, tell us, pray, what is your pleasure? The lady of my lover's fully talking to another.
Oh, fine, Strephon is a rogue.
I tell her very plainly that the lady is my mother.
Tarradiddle, Tolloller.
She won't believe my secret and declares it must be party if because of her career and double D that is something. If you ever have to one of these, then please don't be parted.
Tarradiddle, Tolloller.
That cruel was to separate two lovers from each other.
Oh, fire, Strephon's not a rogue.
You've done him an injustice, for the lady is his mother.
Tarradiddle, Tolloller.
That table pressing said it should as well as any other. I didn't see her face, but I saw the wall. The truth was that she married me, was his mother.
Tolloller.
I am often at a use for a thoroughbred excuse of a submission. And I've only ever heard this is quite the most absurd, for she's 17 and years, I am 20.
She's 17 and he is 25 and 20. Oh, fire, Strephon's not a rogue.
Listen pray to me, for this paradox will be carrying nobody at all to the center. For the age upon the date of his birth was minus 8, so she's 17 and he is 20.
She's 17 and he is 25 and 20. To say she is his mother is an ultimate folly. Oh, fire, Strephon's not a rogue. The house is very arrogant and he's very melancholy. Tarradiddle, Tolloller. I wouldn't say a word that could be reckoned as a Jewess, but to find a mother younger than herself is ridiculous. And as to find a mother that is usually a spirit, Tarradiddle, Tolloller.
Go away, man, I should say, man, explain, man, shocking taste. It is rude, man, to be true, man, with your prude, man, razor-faced. You are here, man, you are here, man, you are here, man, I won. You are aware, man, what you dare, man, you care, man.
Let us say, madam, I should say, madam, then explain, madam, shocking taste. It is rude, madam, to allude, madam, to your rude, madam, razor face. We don't fear, madam, any fear, madam, but my dear, madam, this is one. They will stare, madam, when aware, madam, what they dare, madam, what they don't.
Bearded by these puny mortals, I will launch from fairy portals all the most horrific thunders in my armory of wonders.
Should be launched terrific wonders, let us say, madam, I should say, madam, then display, madam, shocking taste. It is rude, madam, to allude, madam, to your rude, madam, razor face. We don't fear, madam, any fear, madam, but my dear, madam, this is one. We will stare, madam, when you dare, madam, when you dare, madam, when you dare, madam, when you dare. They will stare, madam, when you dare, madam, they will stare, madam,
of place when face to face with an influential fairy.
We never knew we were talking to an influential fairy.
A plate on this spaghetti, I'm in a nice quandary of hasty tone with dames unknown. I ought to be more chary. It seems that she's a fairy from Anderson's library, and I took her for the proprietor of a ladies' seminary.
Took her for the proprietor of a ladies' seminary.
When next your houses do assemble, you may tremble.
Our wrath, when gentlemen offend us, is tremendous.
They meet who underrate our calling, doom appalling.
Take down our sentence as we speak it, and he shall wreak it.
Oh, spare us.
Henceforth
You seem annoyed.
Annoyed? I should think so. This ridiculous protégé of yours is playing the deuce with everything. Tonight was the second reading of his bill that has thrown the peerage open to competitive examination.
And he'll carry it too.
Carry it? Of course he will. He's a parliamentary Pickford. Carries everything.
Yes, if you please. That's our fault.
The deuce it is.
Yes, we influence the members and compel them to vote just as he wishes them to.
It's our system. It shortens the debates.
Well, I understand that. And I don't so much mind for myself, but a House of Peers with no grandfathers worth mentioning? This country must go to the dogs!
Yes, I suppose it must.
I won't say a word against brains. I have a great respect for brains, often wish I had some myself. But with a House of Peers composed entirely of people of intellect, what is to become of the House of Commons?
Ah, hadn't thought of that.
This comes of women interfering in politics. If there is an institution in all Great Britain which is not susceptible to any interference whatsoever, it is the House of Peers!
Distinctly. For self-contained dignity mixed with airy condescension. Give me a British representative here.
Look! Pray stop this protege of yours at once. Think of the mischief you're doing.
Oh, but we can't stop him now. Aren't they lovely? Oh, why do you go into fires, you great geese? Your prayers we do not heed. Don't go. It's true we sigh. Don't suppose that in the light or in the shows.
weakness, but the weakness is so strong.
Can't all be as tough as you are.
Tough? Do you suppose that I am insensible to the effects of manly beauty? Look at that man. A perfect picture. Tell me, who are you, sir?
Private Willis.
You're a very fine fellow, sir.
I am generally admired.
I can quite understand it. Now here is a man whose physical attributes are simply godlike. That man has the most extraordinary effect upon me. And if I yielded to a natural impulse, I would fall down and worship that man. But I mortify this inclination. I wrestle with it, and it lies beneath my feet. That is how I treat my regard for that man. Oh, foolish faith, think you because his bravery my bosom fools, I disobey all fairy laws, although I fly in realms above, the tendency to fall in love resemble the amorous dove, resemble the amorous dove.
Well, have you settled which it's to be? Not altogether. It is a delicate position. It would be hardly delicate to toss up. I think, on the whole, we would rather leave it to you.
What could it possibly have to do with me? You're both girls. You're both rich and you're both plain.
So we are. At least I am.
I am as well.
No.
I am. Very plain.
Very well, perhaps you are.
There's really nothing to choose between you. If one of you would forgo his titles and distribute his estates
the sacrifice?
No.
Not even to oblige a lady?
Not even to oblige a lady.
Well, then I suppose the only question is, which of us is to give way to the other? On the whole, perhaps, she might be happier with me. I don't know, I could be wrong.
No, I don't believe you are. But the awkward thing about it all is if you rob me of the girl of my heart, we must fight and one of us must die. It is a family tradition I've sworn to respect. And it would be very painful, because I have a very strong regard for you, George.
It was.
Oh, George, we were boys together. At least you were. And if I were to survive you, my existence would be hopelessly embittered.
Oh, then, my dear George, it will have this effect on you. You must not do it. I say it again and again. You must not do it. No, no. If one of us is to destroy the other, let it be me.
No, no!
Ah, yes. By our boyish friendship, I implore you.
Oh. Well, let it be so. But no! I could not consent to an act which would crush you with such unavailing remorse.
Oh, but it would not do so. Oh, I should be very sad at first. Who would not be? But it would wear off. I like you very much, Thomas. But not perhaps as much as you like me.
So, George, you're a noble fellow, but that telltale tear betrays you. You like me very much, and I will not concede to an act which would give even a week's uneasiness on your behalf.
But it would not last a week. You must remember you leave the House of Lords. On your demise, I shall take your place. No, no, it would not last a day.
Oh, I do hope you're not going to fight about me. It's really not worthwhile.
No, I don't suppose it is.
All right. Sake of ties and friendship are paramount.
Perhaps I may incur your blame. The things of you I would not do in friendship's name.
And may I say I think the same, not even love should rank above friendship's name.
Pray me,
Chancellor has reason to envy the position of another, but I confess I would rather be too ignoble than engaged to Phyllis than any other half dozen on the face of the globe.
It is a very enviable position when you're the only one.
Yes. No doubt, most enviable. At the same time, we say to ourselves, this is very sad. His lordship is constitutionally as blithe as a bird. He trills upon the bench like a thing of song and gladness. His judgments in F-sharp minor, given andante in 6/8 time, are among the most tremendous remarks ever produced in a court of chancery. He is, perhaps, the only living instance of a judge whose decrees have received the honour of a double encore. How could we do that which would deprive the court of chancery of one of its most attractive features?
I feel the force of your remarks, but I am here in two capacities, and they clash, my lords, they clash. I much regret to say that upon my last application to myself, I presumed to address myself in terms which render it impossible for me ever to apply to myself again. It was a most painful scene, my lord. Most painful!
This is what it is to have two capacities. Let us be thankful we are men of no capacity whatsoever.
Come. You must remember that you are a very just and kindly old gentleman, and you should have no fear in approaching yourself, so that you do so with confidence and a proper show of deference.
Do you really think so?
I do.
Very well. I shall nerve myself to another attempt. And if that fails, I resign myself to my fate.
If you go in, you're sure to win. Yours will be the charming maid. He will not the ancient song. Fate has never won fair lady. Never, never, never fate has never won fair lady. Every journey has an end. When the worst affairs are meant, the morn our day is nigh. Hustle your horse and go see He shies from such a prize. Is not worth the power of fate. He is so kind. Bear in mind, fate has never won fair lady. Never, 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 fate has never won fair lady. Where the sun shines, fate will reign. Where a will is, there's a way.
to enjoy oneself in Parliament, when one needs both parties as I do. But I'm miserable, poor broken-hearted fool that I am. Oh, Phyllis. Phyllis.
Yes?
Phyllis!
But I suppose I should say my lady. I have not yet been informed which title your ladyship is pleased to select.
Well, I haven't quite decided. You see, I have no mother to advise me.
No, I have.
Yes, a very young mother.
Not really. Couple of centuries or so.
Oh, she wears well.
Yeah, she does. She's a fairy.
I beg your pardon, what?
I've no longer any reason to conceal the fact. She's a fairy.
Well, wait, does that mean you're a fairy?
I'm half a fairy.
Which half?
The upper half, down to the waist.
Oh, dear me, there's nothing to show it.
Do that!
Oh, but why didn't you tell me this before?
I thought you might take a disliking to me. But as it's all off, you may as well know the truth. I'm only half a mortal.
Well, I'd rather have half a mortal I do love than half a dozen I don't.
Oh, I think not. Go to your half dozen.
Oh, it's only two and I hate him. Please forgive me.
I really don't think I ought to. Besides, all manner of difficulties may arise. You know, my grandmother looks just as young as my mother. So does all my family.
I quite understand. If I ever see you kissing a very young lady, I'll simply know it's an elderly relative.
Yes, I think we should be very happy.
We won't wait long.
No, we might change our minds. We'll get married first.
And change our minds afterwards.
That's the usual course. If we're wicked enough to tarry ere we marry, you and I, of the feeling I inspire, you may die and by and by. All cares of fairy clovers, bless their fathers, that is why I am sure we should not tarry ere we marry, you and I. If we're wicked enough to tarry ere we marry, you and I, with the morning dress and waiting door, waiting door. If by chance we should be parted, broken hearted, I should die. So I think we will not have to marry you and I. If we're wicked enough to tarry ere we marry you and I, if the rolling giants by the Cooke will take a moving line. If we're wicked enough to tarry ere we marry you and I, if the rolling giants by the Cooke will take a moving line. So I think we will not tarry ere we marry you and I, you and I,
I mean, is she aware of our engagement? She is. And she welcomes her daughter-in-law. She kisses just like other people. But the Lord Chancellor, I had forgotten. Mother, none can resist your very eloquence. You will go to him and plead for us?
No, impossible.
But our happiness, our very lives depend upon obtaining his consent. Madam, you cannot refuse to do this.
You know not what you ask. The Lord Chancellor is my husband.
Your husband!
My husband and your father.
Then our course is plain. On learning that Strephon is his son, all objection to our marriage will at once be removed.
No, he must never know. He believes me to have died childless, and dearly as I love him, I'm bound under penalty of death not to undeceive him. But quick, he comes, my veil.
Victory! Victory! Success has crowned my efforts, and I may now consider myself engaged to Phyllis.
At first, I wouldn't hear of it. It was out of the question. But I took heart. I pointed out to myself that I was no stranger to myself, that in point of fact, I had been personally acquainted with myself for some years. This had its effect. I admitted that I had watched my advancement with considerable interest, and I handsomely added that I yielded to no one in admiration of my private and professional virtues. This was a great point gained. I then endeavoured to work upon my feelings,
Conceive my joy when I distinctly saw a tear glistening in my own eye.
Eventually, I reluctantly, most reluctantly, consented.
My lord, a suppliant at your feet I kneel. Oh, listen to a mother's fond appeal. Hear me tonight, I come in
They have helped themselves, and pretty freely too. You have all incurred death. But I can't slaughter the whole company, and yet the law is clear. Every fairy must die who marries a mortal.
Allow me, as an old equity draftsman, to make a suggestion. The subtleties of the legal mind are equal to the occasion. Oh, the matter is simple, really. The insertion of a single word will do it. Let it stand that every fairy shall die who doesn't marry a mortal. Out of your difficulty at once.
We like your humour. Very well. Private Willis. To save my life, it is necessary that I marry at once. How should you like to become a fairy guardsman?
Well, ma'am, I wouldn't pick much of a British soldier who wouldn't inconvenience himself for a female in distress.
Brave fellow, you are a fairy from this moment. Woo! And you, my lord, how say you? Will you join our ranks?
Tolloller. Well, now that the House of Peers is going to be chosen entirely of persons of intelligence, I don't really see what use we are down here anymore.
I agree. Not whatsoever.
Good! Then away we go to fairyland.
Soon as we leave home and away, we'll commence our journey. And leave no way, as you can see, everyone is our man. Everyone is our fairy.
president does a speech. So, hi, I'm going to do a speech. There are an awful lot of people who helped us with this show, so it's going to take a while. I know a previous president once made a patter song to list all the names. We have so many people that I couldn't fit them in a patter song. So, to start off, our lovely sentry box, donated by a guy who would like to be known as Grace's adoptive granddad. If you would like to see it again, I'm sure you can go to Gosford to Ruddy Gore in June. Okay, all of this lovely fun at the back of the stage was made by our very own Liz Shaw. Liz, thank you so much. The orchestration was very kindly loaned to us by Liffey and Phil Hall. Thank you, Liffey and Phil. Our poster was designed by Lauren. Isn't it stunning? Thank you very much to M. Patterson Stevens and Daniel Rose Jones for helping with teaching the music in rehearsals. Thank you so much to our brilliant photographers, our very own Charlotte and Carolina. Our filming crew, you might be able to see some of them tonight. Catherine, Gabriella, Chris, Darlene, James and Andrew, and also to Georgi, wherever she is, for organising all of this. All of our makeup was done by the fabulous Danny Carr. She's also had to deal with a lot of moustache drama, so thank you, Danny. Thank you so much to everyone at the Royal Grammar School, especially Jill and Ben, because they've been so great with liaising with us and helping us set up. And also we turned up on Wednesday and we were like, can we use those locks? And they were like, yeah. So thank you to Jill and Ben and everyone at the RGS. To our stage hands, Tony, who is always the most supportive person when it comes to NUGSS stuff, he's been no different this year. We can't thank you enough for all your help. And to John Broad, who jumped at the chance to be involved, and you've been so helpful as well. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank you, John, for your help while I was having a moustache crisis in the wings yesterday. To Ati, our fabulous stage manager. Ati was actually going to be assistant stage manager and found out on Sunday that she'd been promoted to stage manager. And she's just done an amazing job, and she's also so lovely, and thank you, Ati, so much. Who's been involved with all our lighting. Jess has been a member of the society since day one, and she's finally had her chance to shine. To the orchestra, thank you so much. If you've ever been in NUGSS, you'll probably know how stressful recruiting an orchestra can be. This year we've had a lot bigger orchestra than we usually have. So thank you to so much of you, for those of you who've been involved since September. And also to those of you who arrived on Tuesday. It's been incredible. To everyone in the cast, I want to thank you for all your hard work and dedication. We've done 48 hours of rehearsal just in February, and everyone's just gone with it and been so lovely. So for those of you who've brought snacks to share, who've encouraged each other, applauded after everyone's songs backstage, and made memes about the directorial team. You've all made rehearsals such a blast this year, and created such a lovely community in the society, and I couldn't be more proud to be your president. To the committee who have kept me sane and made my job an utter joy, you've all worked so hard to make this show a success. So thank you very much to our Girl Power Dream Team, Georgi, Esther, Charlotte, Georgia, Lauren and Grace. To Em, our Assistant Director, as well as being our Assistant Director, she's also made all our costumes. So every wing, every flower, every rosette, every flower crown she's stitched by hand herself, which is just incredible. I don't know how you've done it, Em. Caitlin, our MD, who I think has now reached legend status. You never fail to make make us laugh with your quick wit and your sarcasm. And without you, this show wouldn't have any music, so it would be a bit of a rubbish show, wouldn't it? Thank you so much for all your hard work, Caitlin, all the hours. Grace, our director. Her stamp of individuality on this production.
Yes!
Thank you, Grace, for letting us be a part of your vision. I hope it's been as fun and filthy as you said it would be in your pitch. Thank you so much for everything you've done for the society over the past year. Both being the director and being on committee can't have been easy. And I really hope you'll finally let Caitlin buy you a drink soon. So if you're sitting here and you're thinking, wow, that looks like fun, come and join NUGSS. We're completely unauditioned. Our summer show rehearsals start in, 3rd of March? On a Tuesday, but not this Tuesday. The 10th of March. The 10th of March. It's really fun, it's really chill. Don't let the 8 hours of rehearsal thing put you off. It's not going to be that intense this time. Or if you want to see this show all over again, or be in this show, we're taking this production to Harrogate, to the International Gilbert and Sullivan Festival, on the 21st of August. So put the date in your diaries. And the last thanks is to all of you who've bought a ticket to come and see this show, because without you we couldn't do a show. So thank you so much.
I am one of them.
And I am the other.